Conflict handling behavior styles. To understand your conflict handling style and that of others, you must know your preferred way of handling conflict to resolve problems and issues effectively. This will increase your sensitivity to the communication and negotiation styles of others. Once you achieve this, you can modify your behavior to suit the person and the situation. In conflict situations, we can describe a person's behavior along two basic dimensions: assertiveness, the extent to which the individual attempts to satisfy his or her concerns, and cooperativeness, the extent to which the individual attempts to satisfy the other person's concerns. These two dimensions of behavior can be used to define 5 methods of dealing with conflict by applying the Thomas Kilmann conflict model, 1974. These include: 1. Competing. In this mode, you are assertive and uncooperative as you try to satisfy your concerns at the other person's expense. This is a power-oriented mode in which you use whatever power seems appropriate to win your position, your ability to argue, rank, or economic sanctions. 2. Accommodating. In this mode, you are unassertive and cooperative as you try to satisfy the other person's concerns at your own expense. There is an element of self-sacrifice. Accommodating might take the form of selfless generosity or charity, obeying another person's order when you prefer not to, or yielding to another's point of view. 3. Avoiding. In this mode, you are both unassertive and uncooperative as you sidestep the conflict without attempting to satisfy either your or the other party's concerns. In avoiding mode, you do not deal with the conflict. Avoiding might be diplomatically sidestepping an issue, postponing an issue until a better time, or simply withdrawing from a threatening situation. 4. Collaborating. In this mode, you are both assertive and cooperative as you try to find a win-win solution that completely satisfies the concerns of both individuals involved. It means working through the underlying needs and wants of both you and the other party. Collaborating might take exploring a disagreement to learn from each other's insights or finding a creative solution to an interpersonal problem. 5. Compromising. In this mode, you are both assertive and cooperative as you try to find an acceptable solution that only partially satisfies both your and the other party's concerns. If there is a disagreement, it can be resolved with some sacrifices by both parties. Compromising usually results in a favorable outcome, and the relationship can also be maintained. These conflict handling modes illustrate general intentions and not necessarily specific behaviors you may enact in a conflict situation. The model can be depicted graphically using the 2 dimensions, and each conflict handling mode can be plotted accordingly. This is noted in the following graph. Thomas Kilmann conflict modes. There is no single best way to handle every conflict. Each of the 5 conflict handling modes has its own benefits and costs. Each can be highly effective if used properly in the right circumstance. The key to successfully utilizing each conflict is knowing when to use each mode and then having the skills to perform each mode well. Your performance in each conflict handling mode relies on your ability to recognize the benefits of a mode while also being able to minimize its cost.